All right. What's up, guys? AEW in the house. Laying a SmackDown, presenting you Laying a SmackDown in the house. What up, guys? I hope you're having a good day. Wrestling fans, welcome to episode 141 of It's All About Wrestling. It was 6 p.m. Eastern Time, early in the day. So, Raw was on during my scheduled show. We are normally scheduled my show. And show for this show. We're on the heels of major wrestling weekend. Huge wrestling weekend. Okay. Oh, just a minute. As I said, we're on the heels of a major weekend, wrestling weekend. 4 events in 2 days. Okay? 4 events in 2 days. 3 from WWE and 1 from AEW. Got all in from AEW. No, I haven't died. Let me see. Let me see with my volume. We got 4 events in 2 days. Yeah, I died. 4 events in 2 days. All in for AEW on Saturday afternoon, which is stupid. And NXT Battleground at the same time is all in. And then later at night, I got Saturday's main event. And then next day we got Evolution, which I don't feel the appeal. I don't feel the appeal for Evolution. Yeah, I died. My mic died. My mic is dying. My mic is dying. That's what it is. My mic is dying. Okay, but that's for preview and predictions, okay? That's Friday. We're gonna do preview predictions for all those shows, okay? With Finbar, we'll do that Friday. We'll do preview and predictions for those shows on Friday afternoon. Yeah, Friday afternoon. That'll be Friday. But to WWE talk, AEW talk, wrestling talk, I got things I gotta get off my chest. First of all, I don't care about Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. Honestly, at Evolution, I mean, I like Trish, but Tiffany, that promo sucked. Tiffany is starting to annoy me as a babyface. She's getting exposed as a babyface. She's better as a heel, and this SummerSlam match that whoever wins the SummerSlam, this match, is the champion faces Jade Cargill at SummerSlam. The thing is, I don't know if I want Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam. I really don't like the idea of Jade Cargill and Tiffany. I don't think that would be a good match. Because Jade Cargill, tall and strong, but can't talk, can't cut a promo, and the longer a match goes, she gets exposed. Oh, you're watching Super Bowl? I'm watching on Thursday. Yeah, we'll try to do it before SmackDown then, okay? Okay? She's getting exposed, so like, and Tiffany, I don't know if Tiffany's the type of wrestler that can lead a match. And Tiffany and Jay just at potentially SummerSlam, she has to get through Trish first. It's just, this match could be, I think it has recipe for botch fest. Much as praise Tiffany's athleticism, she does botch a lot. And Jade is overrated as fuck. Overrated. Jade is definitely overrated. She could literally be the female Bill Goldberg. Okay? Yeah, I said it. She is literally the female Bill Goldberg. Come on, Jade Cargill fans. Come on. Like, look at her. She looks like $1 million, but once you see her cut a promo or wrestle for longer than 5 minutes, you see the Goldberg in her. Okay? Okay? Okay. And Tiffany, I don't know, man. I really hope Naomi gets involved and catches in that match at SummerSlam. But Tiffany has to go through Trish first, which she'll win. I mean, she'll win. And this is just, she just gets to pick her opponent. She picks Trish. Okay? But it's that Jade, yeah, like, sorry, she's getting exposed. They should have really have her, I don't know, go to NXT first and work on her stuff there. Work on the craft. Just saying. Okay. She's definitely exposed. Okay, we'll do it before some SmackDown. Also, this Cody Rhodes turning heel. Talk. This discussion, Cody Rhodes turning heel. Rhodes turning heel. Okay, guys? And he's brought up things like that. It's getting some traction. Here's a fact, guys. When news about a heel turn starts making the rounds and it gets talked in storyline or out of storyline interviews, stuff like that. That means it's not going to happen. Okay, I'll tell you one thing. If you talk about a heel turn or a face turn, whatever, and it becomes public with taking regular interviews, and then or even bringing it up on TV in and out of the ring, it really means this is not going to happen. The heel turn is not going to happen. Okay, Cody Rhodes. Yeah. It's from Bar. Have Will Amigo teach her how to wrestle. You know. Okay, so there's this Cody Rhodes. He's like, the problem with Cody Rhodes, he's the whitest baby face there is, right? There is no silver lining with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is like the ultimate baby face, like Surfer Sting back in the day, for best example. I know you can say Hulk Hogan, but if you watch Hulk Hogan matches, he kind of cheated in some. He got away with steel chairs and stuff. He kind of cheated and he do eye rake, stuff like that. So my best example would be like Sting. Sting before Crow Sting was like the rightest baby face there is. Cody Rhodes is like that too right now. Okay. Okay, okay, right now, and Cody Rhodes will not work as a heel. This version of Cody Rhodes will not work as a heel. American Nightmare, this version will not work as a heel. Okay, if this works, if you want to make him a heel, you would have to change a lot about his character and maybe go back to his Bullet Club version or the version before after he got released from WWE. That version. But this character cannot work as a heel. And honestly, I don't think Cody Rhodes wants to be a heel. Wants to be a heel. He Cody Rhodes is very much like his father. His father, Dusty Rhodes. So Dusty Rhodes, for 95% of his career, was a babyface. Okay, 95% of his career was a babyface. The only time Dusty Rhodes was a heel is when, for some reason, From Hell joined.
I hope my internet holds up.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I just love your avatar name. From Hell joined. What the hell is that from?
My picture, Woman from Hell.
Well, yeah. So I was just saying, the only time Dusty Rhodes turned heel, guys. Like, this is Red, by the way. You know, Red Eddie. The only time Dusty Rhodes turned heel is when he joined the NWO in '98 for some reason. Like,
I mean, the entire company was in the NWO at the time.
Pretty much. And Cody look, Cody's most of his run in his first tenure as WWE was a heel. He was a heel for the majority of his first tenure in WWE. Then he became a babyface when he joined his brother Dustin, and when he won the tag team titles with the Shield. That's when he was a babyface. And then he left WWE, and I think he was a babyface in TNA for a little bit. Then became a heel. And then after TNA, he was kind of a heel in New Japan. And then was he a heel in New Japan?
He was Ring of Honor before New Japan.
Was he? He was a heel in Ring of Honor, right?
He was a heel in Ring of Honor, yeah.
Yeah, and then the Bullet Club stuff, and there was that Bullet Club Civil War, which he was a part of. And then he was
the heel during the Bullet Club Civil War.
Yeah, with the Kenny Omega. And I think back in Ring of Honor, I think he turned face later on in Ring of Honor, before he left. I think right. I think right. And then AEW, who is like the ultimate right meat babyface. He's basically the same character as the Cody Rhodes you're getting on WWE TV. It's the same character you got on AEW. It's really the same character, just on a bigger scale. That's all. It's on a larger scale. It's really the same character, and he made it clear like he will not turn heel. And people wanted AEW to turn heel, and he didn't want to turn heel.
He was slowly turning heel, but then he did a swerve and then reestablished himself as a face, and that's what got people hating him. That's a big reason why he left.
Yeah, the backstage politics. His relationship with the Young Bucks and Omega kind of deteriorated over time, right? Mm-hmm. It's a problem when you make wrestlers part of management like that. You know, it doesn't lead to good things in any company. I'm sorry, the problem with Cody Rhodes will turn heel when the fan decides. The thing is, this character, he would need a massive change. I think the issue is some people have with Cena. When Cena turned heel, he's kind of still the same character. He's just being an asshole. Like, he's not really a departure from.
He's exactly the same as he was.
Yeah.
Before.
Exactly. And Cody, if he does turn heel, I think he has to get rid of the freaking Homelander-like attire. Wear black. I mean, not Hogan-like, but wear black or something. Get rid of the blonde hair, and I'll make it. No, I like the blonde hair, but change something about him. Change some stuff. Don't do like John Cena where John Cena basically wears the same theme music, same shirt, same kind of shirt, all that. If you can turn Cody heel, do something. Do some major changes to his presentation. Because this attire, this gimmick, that screams babyface. I don't think it'll work as a heel in WWE. I don't think people will accept it. And you could say, some people say he is the biggest baby face in WWE. I would argue right now CM Punk is right up there too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they both get, CM Punk gets a large reaction. Now, people want John Cena to turn babyface, though. They want John Cena to turn babyface. And John Cena is slowly turning babyface. If you saw Night of Champions, there's hints of him turning babyface. I do think, since his last match is in December, we're in July, so we're a little past the halfway mark of 2026, right? 2025, oh my God. So I think he'll start turning face soon. I don't know if it'll be a SummerSlam, but I do think he'll start turning. There's hints of it from Night of Champions. I think he'll start turning face soon. I think he's come to a realization. I think John Cena's come to. I think they come to realize that this heel turn is not working for Cena. But I also think they knew they were going to end it on a babyface run. His career on a babyface run. What do you think?
Yeah. Cena will already have been a face by the time his final match in December happens.
Yeah. And his final match will be in December, guys, because remember, it's 2025. It's not going in January. And all he does at the ring is basically, he 5-knuckle shuffle, attitude adjustment, and that's it. He can't do anything else. He does 5 attitude adjustments, like a match. And that's 5 attitude adjustments. And this idea of Cody Rhodes turning heel, guys, people want a double turn at Cody Rhodes as Swerve at SummerSlam. There's no signs of if I see Cody Rhodes start being a little more vicious, a little bit more darker, doing tactics that you would think a right babyface shouldn't use, maybe. Because John Cena's been doing that, but at Night of Champions, John Cena went away from that. John Cena was going to hit CM Punk with the title, but he threw it away. If you start seeing Cody Rhodes do that, maybe he has to. Maybe he has to go to dark place against John Cena. I don't know. If he's desperate enough, maybe. I just don't know if Cody wants to turn heel, or if WWE wants to turn. He does sell a lot of merchandise, and I don't believe this bullshit out there that babyface or heel. If you turn somebody heel, the merchandise the merchandise, you won't sell as much merchandise. I don't believe it for a second. Fans are not like that anymore. Fans cheer on the heels, whether it's AEW, WWE, or anything. They'll buy heel merchandise. It's just how it is. They'll buy merchandise from me that's a heel. I have. I don't think it's like that anymore. Don't you think so? Oh, Seth? I don't know. I think Seth and Punk might face at SummerSlam. And it feels like this feud is never going to end. When are they going to end this? Seth and CM Punk. Okay, it's my volume. Mic's still on. No, it got low. Damn it. There we go. My mic's there. It got low. Seth. Yeah. Well, Seth is going to face LA Knight, right? At Saturday night's main event. And yeah, but I think it's going to still continue with Punk. Red is dead. Punk and Seth. I mean, it's time to end this. End it at SummerSlam. Make it like a stipulation kind of match, like a last man standing, no holds bar, stuff like that. And look, Seth losing a SummerSlam doesn't really hurt him, because if you really have the money in the bank, you're kind of bulletproof. So
yeah,
right. But yeah.
Plus, Seth got a title shot during his original Money in the Bank run. He got a title shot without having to cash in that one time.
He made it a triple threat match. I was just doing it Night of Champions. Just trying to do the exact same thing, make it a triple threat match.
Mm-hmm.
That time it just backfired.
But then it was the Royal Rumble where he got a title match while still being Money in the Bank.
Oh yeah. 2015. Yeah, the triple threat match with Cena and Brock. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, what I think, the Goldberg and Gunther match is interesting because, look, I'm joking, Finbar. I'm privately DMing.
That is the furthest thing from interesting.
I know. I'm not. I'm saying this about. I'll say why it's interesting because I've been DMing Finbar about what if Goldberg wins. What if Goldberg wins in Atlanta?
I kind of hope he does win. I kind of hope he does win at this point. So I'm like, might as well. Like you're so far. You're so far gone that you might as well just have him win.
Yeah, the thing is, I want to see Seth and Gunther wrestle. I want to see. I want to see. Well, I think that'll be a great match. Those two. I think it's turning face. Britt is dead.
That's the only logical progression for his character at this point. So yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know any other top contenders that could take the title off of Gunther on Raw besides like Seth, maybe CM Punk. Who else? Like Roman's not there. I mean, Roman. I think Roman's supposed to be coming back. I think he'll come back after Evolution anyway, because they'll want him at SummerSlam, right? So
this will be his 80th comeback in 3 years.
Yeah, I think he'll go film for Street Fighter, and Cody will take some time off to film Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm. How big are the roles going to be, though?
Oh, Cody's playing Guile, I think. Mm-hmm. Right? I think he's playing Guile. Mm-hmm. And Roman's playing Akuma, I think. Yeah, Akuma.
Yeah, but like how much screen time are they going to have?
I don't know.
I don't think it's going to be too much. If they're playing those characters, they're not going to have too much screen time.
It's just funny how both of them are the same movie. Mm-hmm. Kid Burke. Oh my god. Yeah, the thing is, you mean Gage Goldberg? You know what? Gunther beats the shit out of Goldberg at Saturday's main event, where Goldberg is like unable to walk for like a few years, and then when Gunther's doing when Goldberg's kid is old enough to like, kid is old enough to learn to wrestle, but when his kid is ready to get to that stage, takes on Gunther for revenge. Yeah. Yeah, Gage, right? Gage. But I'm not. This is Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Io Sky just says challenges Rhea Ripley at Evolution. Like Evolution, there's no build up. Really, no build up.
Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why there's no build up.
Because it was just randomly announced. Like there's like.
It's almost like it wasn't too long ago, maybe a month or two ago, where they decided to actually make that show.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no wonder.
Rhea Ripley.
No wonder why there's poor ticket sales for it too.
It does not have an interesting card. I mean, Rhea Ripley Io Sky is gonna be a great match, and they had that Battle Royal. Oh, I think they did NXT Women's match on that. On it too. They have. Yeah, Tiffany versus Trish, right? I think. Okay. Yeah, it's just like. Okay, Evolution 2, right? What are you guys doing? You just randomly announced it, right? And I know it's like, you know what's a blessing in disguise? The Bellas are not going to be on it.
Oh, they'll be in the Battle Royal. They'll definitely be in the Battle Royal.
Oh, because we haven't seen the Bellas, Nikki Bella since the Liv Morgan thing, and since Liv Morgan got hurt, that totally changed the plans. Now, like Raquel Rodriguez is going to team up with Roxanne to take on a team from NXT, a team from SmackDown, and a team from Raw, right? Another team from Raw, right? Right? But it's good to see the Bellas not on it. Nobody I don't like the Bellas. I think they suck. Not even Bryan Danielson can make Brie Bella a good wrestler. That's how bad Brie is. Okay. Well, what's this? Okay. What's up with Britt Baker, Red? But she want to go WWE?
Probably at this point. That might be where she goes.
Yeah, but she has an attitude, huh?
Yeah. Maybe that attitude will prevent her from getting an offer. Maybe.
Yeah, you know what? I think she's jealous because
she's jealous because
the women's division.
She's jealous because the
Mercedes Moné.
No, she's jealous because the women's division has gotten so much better when she's not there.
Exactly.
That's why she's jealous.
Exactly. So
when she was the top woman, the division was so terrible. But now that she's gone off TV, the women's division has been thriving.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with Mercedes Moné.
I don't think that's a coincidence.
Near Shakira, Toni Storm. Yeah, because she was the first signing or the first woman signing of AEW. And you could tell the thing about Britt Baker, the way she talks, that press conference, the way she talks, I'm like, yeah, this woman has an attitude. This woman's going to have an attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Like this woman is going to be trouble. And I think she's jealous. I mean, definitely, I think she's jealous of Thunder Rosa. Definitely Mercedes Moné. Like, she hasn't been on TV for like a year or whatever. And
yeah, a little less than a year.
There's been a little less than a year. There's been plenty incidents with her backstage. Was she kind of was she the one with MJF and Alicia?
Yeah, she had an issue with MJF. She had an issue with Alicia. She had an issue with Mariah. Apparently, she had an issue with Will Ospreay as well. I don't know if that was.
Oh my god!
I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, she had so many issues within the same month with people.
Yeah, she just has a bitchy attitude. Like maybe that's the reason she broke up Adam Cole. I don't know. Adam Cole got enough of her. It's just that you're right. The women's division definitely surpassed her since she came in because she was like top of the women's division when the division was kind of lacking. And same with Jade Cargill, because Jade Cargill now the women's division AEW now is much improved. I mean, Toni Storm, Miri Shirakawa, obviously Mercedes Moné. You got Taya and Anna Jay. It's a good roster now, much improved roster.
A roster with depth, right? Now. That was their main issue.
Yeah.
Before they didn't have depth.
Yeah. And they have been putting on better matches. The women's matches have been better as the past few years have. And even
and women are main eventing bigger shows like Grand Slam as well now.
Yeah. And it's just like she's can't accept. The problem is if she goes to WWE, she go to NXT, she'll be the big star in NXT. But when you go to WWE, the main roster, you're not going to be where she's not going to be where she was in AEW at the top, the king of the mountain. And the main roster of WWE, there's already people there. There's already people at the top of the mountain. Like you got Rhea there, you got Asuka there, you got Io there, you got Charlotte there, you got Becky there. Like, will she be able to accept that in WWE? Will she be able to accept it? That's the thing, right? Like, will her arrogance, because I think she's a little cocky, will her attitude, her arrogance, her mind that accept that? Yeah. And there's part of a reason why she didn't. She says she didn't. WWE apparently did offer a contract when she was like a jobber, right, for NXT. Yeah. Remember, she did a couple of jobs, right? I think WWE offered a contract, right? But she turned it down because she wanted to do she wanted to finish dental school, right?
I mean, dental school is med school technically.
Yeah, that's true. I think,
and then also WWE, they're not going to let her be a dentist if she's going to be under contract as well.
No, they don't. Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot more in the WWE schedule. They don't have house shows. They don't have house shows anymore. But it's a lot more. They're
only international now, right? House shows are only international.
Yeah, for now. Yeah, which just sucks. I like house shows, and you can clearly tell they kind of need house shows. They need house shows for reps for some super wrestlers. Yep. They need it. Yep. They need house shows. House shows. I know this. Go
house
ahead.
Shows or like make like a third weekly show at this point.
Yeah, because house. Yes, they say house shows is not profitable, whatever. But house shows is about getting comfortable with people, new people. Right, yeah. New people you're gonna wrestle with.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, and give me like maybe 3 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, house shows are like were just it was a good fan experience too. But house shows is about wrestlers getting comfortable with the promos, learning new moves, working out the craft, working out in the ring, like sharpening their skills. Things like that. And now since they don't do house shows, some matches you see in WWE especially, there's been a lot more. I would say this. I realize there's been a lot more mistakes in matches in WWE than in the past. I'll say that. And you could clearly see it sometimes. And I feel like maybe Tiffany and Charlotte. Like, for example, Tiffany and Charlotte match at WrestleMania was shit. Maybe they could have benefited from working a house show together. Okay? Something like that. I know you want to save their first appearance at WrestleMania. But Tiffany was still, a couple of years in the business. Charlotte's a veteran for almost a decade. Maybe they should have some house show matches. I just feel like, especially for younger talent, especially for wrestlers that haven't worked on the indies, haven't trained wrestling, but are more like the NIL wrestlers or former sports athletes that get into the development program with WWE, but haven't really worked in the or haven't come from other companies or the independents. I feel like the ones that just come from sports or whatever, they're an athlete, but they're not really particularly trained in wrestling. I feel like they should take more reps, should learn more reps, especially get caught up to the main roster. And so I think house shows benefit wrestlers getting comfortable, sharpening their skills, iron out the kinks in their armor, right? Things like that. Because I realized WWE, there's just been a lot more mistakes in matches at times, especially this year. A lot of timing issues, too. A lot of timing issues in WWE. Yeah, but the situation with Britt Baker. Oh, by the way, I gotta do this. Yeah, I think she wants to go to WWE. It's just that she might have to check her ego at the door. Let's do some membership gifting today. No, what? No, what? She may have to check her ego at the door, Britt Baker. Because she definitely seems like she has an ego, a huge ego. I just realized the tone of her voice when she talks, it's just feels like, this woman's gonna be trouble in WWE if she ever goes there. Yeah, Red will be back. Red is dead. Okay. Okay, I hope my voice works this time. Okay, that works this time. Man, stupid mic. I gotta say something was cheesy about AEW. The Super Round promotion. Oh my god, how bad? I don't know, Ren. I don't know if you're back, but how bad was The cross promotion between Superman and AEW.
Literally just got back.
Okay, how bad was the cross promotion between Superman and AEW? That was bad.
It was cringe, but I mean, I don't mind it.
Yeah, it was cringe. Oh my god, it was cringe. This is MJF with Lex Luthor. Mm-hmm. And oh my god, yeah, it's cringe. But whatever. I mean, it's Warner Brothers, so they promoted it, right?
Yeah.
I did like AEW Dynamite. Like Finbar, AEW has gone back on track for a while now. It's actually pretty good now. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm glad they're making a Texas Death match between Moxley and Hangman. It's not a regular match. This match should not be a regular match. It should be a Texas Death match.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in Texas. Right? And it's going to be bloody violent as hell. I wonder how violent it's going to be. It's just going to be.
Oh, there'll be barbed wires. There'll be violent. Yeah, there'll be barbed wire. There'll be.
You think there'll be like a another block or like
Spike goes back again?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're gonna kill each other. There's gonna be blood all. Yeah, there's gonna be blood all over in this match. A rip. Oh yeah, I mean like Hangman. They'll do the choking thing over the ropes with rope. Mm-hmm. Right? That classic kind of spot. Like Hangman, I wish Hangman did. He in his Ring of Honor days. In Bullet Club, he did bring like a bull rope.
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember?
That's why his nickname is the Hangman.
Yeah, but he hasn't used that in AEW. He hasn't used it as a part of his character in AEW. I don't even think from the beginning.
Not really.
I don't even think. Mm-hmm. I think he should bring it back for this match. He should carry it down to the ring.
Yeah, he used to wear a noose around his neck.
Yeah, a noose. Yeah,
like that one guy. That one guy, what's his name? What's his fucking name? Jesse Smollett, that guy. He used to have a rope around his neck like him.
But he needs to bring that with them. With Moxley there, because
who's that Watchman character? I forgot his fucking name.
Which one?
He has like a purple outfit. He has the noose around his neck. Is the one where the TV show revealed he was a black guy in disguise as a white guy? Forgot his fucking name.
No, that's not the owl guy. It's not from Watchmen, right?
Yes.
Is that the comedian?
He was that old black guy.
Oh, shit! I don't know. That's a good question. From the. Oh. Let me see.
Hooded Justice, that's his fucking name.
Okay, Hooded Justice. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he could do that. I mean, and then I'll call your attention to AEW this week. It interests you. I mean, last week actually.
What interested me was the amount of stupid people that thought that Dynamite and Collision were in Canada this past week.
What? They were in Canada? I would have known that.
Because they're in Ontario, California.
Oh, yeah!
So the amount of people that were... Because the show basically was a sellout. I think they only had like a couple dozen tickets to sell before it was an official sellout. But people kept saying that AEW only does good internationally, and that Canada is Canada is the reason why.
Ontario, California is young buck country, man. They're gonna do well there.
Yeah.
Ontario, Canada. That's funny. No. When they go to Canada, when they go to Toronto, it's Toronto, Ontario, Canada. They use all three. Mm-hmm. They only use Toronto, Ontario. You specifically for Canada in it.
Because Ontario is a city in California.
Yeah, it's a city in California.
Ontario is a province, which is the equivalent of a state.
Yeah.
In the U.S.
And when you go to Canada, they always make sure to put Canada at the end, right?
Unless I don't know if it exists, but unless there's an Ontario city in Ontario,
no,
Canada, unless there is, then that's the only other
there isn't
thing I could think of.
But that's
But
funny.
also Canada and California, they both shorten with a CA as well. So I think that also throws people off.
Yeah. First of all, if they went to Ontario, Canada, they only go to Toronto. They don't go to any other city. They only go to Toronto. Okay. So they would say Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
They would say Toronto. They only go to Toronto. They haven't been. AEW hasn't been in any other Ontario cities in Canada. They've been to other Canadian cities, but they haven't been to any other cities in Ontario besides Toronto, I believe.
Right.
I mean, I know they've been to Calgary. I'm pretty sure they've been to Winnipeg.
I think they have. Yeah.
I don't think
they did an entire They did an entire tour in Canada once.
Yeah. Did they go to Saskatchewan too?
Probably. I'm sure they went to Saskatoon.
WWE doesn't even go into Saskatchewan, man. I think there might be more people in that they go to the WWE event there is in Saskatoon anyway. Yeah. They only go to Toronto like once or twice a year anyway. And whatever. But they go to California a lot. And WWE goes to California a lot. They love that spot. They love California.
Yeah.
I just think California fans in general for sports are not as rabid as people make them out to be. I don't think they're anything like. The difference is I think people on the East Coast fan base, they're a little bit more rabid than the West Coast fan base in terms of right, because like when you go to wrestling, especially wrestling, majority of East Coast, when WWE goes to the East Coast, it's exciting as hell. They're into it, right?
It's exciting pretty much everywhere on the East Coast except Philadelphia for some reason.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why Philadelphia crowds are not. They used to be rowdy as hell in the 90s and early 2000s, but I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know what happened.
AEW is almost the closest to ECW. Like, I mean, I think they would get. I would think they would be like enjoying that, but no, I guess not. But yeah, the Eastern fan bases of wrestling is a lot more rabid in especially in the States, right? In the States, than the rest, and even in the South. I mean, like you go to WWE, right? You go to fucking towns like in Alabama or like Mississippi or like freaking Omaha or whatever like that. You're not gonna get not a fan base, man. They're not rowdy. Like you could tell. I mean, LA they do because LA is a big city, but LA they only get rowdy for certain sports teams, right? It's not. I always say this: LA is not a good sports city.
They get rowdy if the Lakers win a championship.
Yeah,
that's the only time they'll get rowdy.
It's not a good sports city. There's only a few teams they support: Lakers and the Dodgers. You don't give a shit about the Clippers. You don't give a shit about the Chargers, and they'll care a little bit about the Kings. But the Kings are like it's a hockey team, right? So they're 4th or 5th there, right? They don't care about the Angels as much. I mean, sure they care about the Rams, but that's football. You gotta separate football from the rest of all the other sports because football is popular everywhere in the States, right? Like, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's not a good sports town.
Well, football's the exception. Plus,
the
Rams, for like 20 years, they weren't even in LA. They were in St. Louis.
Yeah, I mean, LA had the Raiders for a while. I think they had the Rams too. And then the Rams went to St. Louis, then back, and then Raiders went to Oakland, right? And Oakland they went to Vegas.
Yeah. The only prominent for like the late 90s, early 2000s, the only prominent football team they had was the USC Trojans college team.
Yeah, and the closest NFL team was not to them was the Chargers,
which were in San Diego at the time.
Yeah, and to me, they should never move the Chargers to LA. The Chargers should have stayed in San Diego.
I mean, financially, it was a success, but
no. Sadly, they don't get the sadly. But there's not really a Charger fan base in LA. That's the thing, right? They're all. You pissed off people from San Diego when he moved it. All the Charger fan base is all in San Diego, just 2 hours away. Sure, they could go LA and cheer for. They could go to drive 2 hours to go cheer for the Chargers, like we do in Toronto. When we go to Toronto, Buffalo's not far from us, right? It's about hour and a half, 2 hours. We go watch Buffalo Bill games, but it's different because we never had an NFL team, so we like the NFL, but we never had an NFL team. And we like to support Buffalo, but San Diego had an NFL team. It's different, right? And
you
just now San Diego only has the Padres,
which I forget they exist all the fucking time.
Yeah,
that's the one baseball team that I just keep forgetting even exists. And I'm an
by the way,
fan,
how do you know about the Rough Fighters? By the way, there's actually Finbar. There's only one Rough Fighters team now. There's only one Rough Fighter teams in the CFL. Okay. They're in Saskatchewan. Okay.
I only know the Edmonton Elks, who used to be the Eskimos.
Yep.
And I forgot where they're from, but I know the team, the Blue Bombers. Those are the only CFL teams I'm familiar with.
That's Winnipeg.
Oh, yeah, those are the only CFL teams I'm familiar with.
You don't know the BC Lions? You're close on BC.
I don't care about the CFL.
Yeah, I watch it. I only care about the Argonauts, really.
Like, I think more people hear like the fucking Seattle Sounders soccer team than they like a CFL team.
Sure. I mean, I'm not surprised. I learned Rough Fighters lore from South Park.
Because the Sounders, they get great attendance at Seattle Stadium.
Yeah, we have the FC here. We get a great attendance for Toronto FC too. Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised because Toronto is a very international city, so soccer, right? Right? So it makes sense. I assume that same Seattle.
But also Toronto has a big population of like first and second generation immigrants. They tend to be soccer fans more.
Often. Yep.
Well, Seattle, like a lot of people here, they're descendants of immigrants, but they're immigrants that have immigrated here like 100, 200 years ago.
So they probably
we're so far away from the rest of the country that they don't even bother coming here if they get in.
Mm-hmm.
No, we do have a big population of Asian immigrants, but they've been here for generations now.
The west side of U.S. has a huge Asian population, mostly.
BC right? too.
BC too. Yeah. I'm not surprised. I mean, California has it. Washington State, probably Oregon. Does Oregon have it? Oregon?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that either. So.
San Francisco especially, though, because that's where the California gold rush was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In Toronto, we have everybody, basically, but we do have a large Asian population because, I mean, we do have a Chinatown here. I mean, I'm sure New York is like that. New York and Toronto are very similar in that way.
Yeah. I'm like an hour and a half away from Seattle.
Oh, that's not bad. You go to a Kraken game.
Yeah.
Or a Supersonics game.
Right, we just won. We just won the championship. So.
Yes, yep. Supersonics just won
our second championship ever.
Yeah, you trade for Durant.
Yeah.
Durant
never left.
Durant never left. He never left. I didn't even know he actually really played 1 year in Seattle, man. I didn't know that. I actually thought
it was the last year. It was the last year of Seattle.
God. it must have been pissed off because a couple years later, you guys got to the NBA Finals. And you were good. I mean, you lost to Miami, but you were good. You guys probably could have won a couple championships with Durant, Westbrook, and Harden, and Ibaka.
That's why they lost, because he fucking left to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Asshole.
I mean, he left. We left when he's up 3. He's left when they had like the Golden State on the ropes, and cower his way out. And then ever since he left Golden State, he can't find a team that wins.
Yep. I remember, like, when I was a kid, we always gave the Warriors a hard time because we were in the same division.
Yeah.
We're the only two teams that gave us problems were the Kings and the Lakers. That's it.
The Kings? The Kings sucked then.
Yeah, the Kings in the 2000s were good.
Oh, the 2000s. Oh, the Kings were good in 2000.
Yeah.
I believe if the Lakers weren't that, if the Lakers weren't as good as they were, I think the Kings would have won a couple championships. That team was good. Kings would have at least 2 or 3 championships if it wasn't for the Lakers, because that team was stacked as hell with Stojakovic, Reber.
Yep.
It was such a good team, but the Lakers are good then too. Yeah, I mean, you had some good teams with Kemp and Payton. They were good. Did you go to the NBA Finals against Jordan? I mean, I think you were just a little kid then.
Yeah, the flu game happened against us.
Oh, it's a flu game?
Yeah, the flu game was.
I think it's a lie.
It was definitely food poisoning.
I'm sorry, but if you play with a flu, really?
I believe it was food poisoning.
Go ahead.
I believe it was food poisoning that he had. He didn't have.
You can't really play with a flu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was. If it was a flu, he shouldn't be playing because flu is contagious.
Yep.
No, food poisoning is not contagious. It was food poisoning because it was something he ordered, right? They said in the documentary it was something he ordered, right?
Yeah, he said he ordered.
So I think it was food poisoning. It wasn't the flu.
Yeah, he said he ordered pizza and then like 6 guys delivered 1 pizza to him.
Yeah, so I think it was a piece that was food poisoning. It was definitely food poisoning because it's the flu. You can't be playing the flu. First, it's contagious, and your energy be zapped so quickly. Even for a guy like Jordan, it'd be impossible. I don't think it was a flu. I think it was, and he played the next game, right? 2 days later. Yeah, flu keeps you out longer than that. Sorry, I don't think it was a flu. Yeah, I don't think it was a flu. I think it was food poisoning. Food poisoning lasts like 1 day.
Yeah,
1 or 2 days.
I've had it
flu
recently.
Doesn't.
I had it
flu
not too long ago too.
What? Food poisoning?
Yeah, I had food poisoning maybe 30 weeks ago. That was good. Like 2 days later, completely fine.
Yeah. I mean, he did not have the flu. Okay, he did not have the flu. Let's get back to wrestling because we've got like half an hour left. Let's see what's up. Oh yeah, so apparently the tag team match, if Will Ospreay and Swerve, if they lose, they don't challenge for the World Heavyweight title for a year, right?
Yeah. Which is exactly what's going to happen, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know, because of the stipulation of the Young Bucks, right?
That's why, like the
Young Bucks.
I'm very certain Hangman's going to win it because of that, and they're not going to have either Will or Swerve challenge Hangman during his title reign.
Yeah, because the Young Bucks, I don't know if anybody listening, the Young Bucks, if they lose, the Young Bucks lose, they have to give up their so-called management status,
which is not happening.
It's not happening. No, and Will Ospreay and Swerve, I like that. I mean, look. AEW is better when the world champion is better when long title runs. They do it better in WWE, but Jon Moxley's title run has been lackluster because, like, we don't know what he's trying to do, what he's trying to accomplish in AEW. Like, where's this go? What's his agenda? Just one rock shot? Like, when NWO did stuff like this, NWO had an agenda, had a goal. Their goal was to take over and make basically WCW their show. But what's Jon Moxley? Like, what's his in the Death Riders? Like, What are they trying to accomplish?
Their main objective is to recruit Chris Statlander. That's their main objective right now.
I mean, I'd rather have her over Marina Shafir because she's a better wrestler, and Marina Shafir sucks as a wrestler. And honestly, she wasn't good.
Chris was a heel a year ago, and then she turned face at bat. She turned.
And they're gonna turn a heel again.
Like,
she's gonna be the Big Show. She's gonna be Big Show Kane. Big Show and Kane.
Hey, Big Show turned heel and then back to face and then back to heel again in like a week.
Yeah. Like Big Show has like 100 heel turns and faces turns, and Kane has that too. Kane turns his face and heel a lot. Yeah. Chris down there, she shouldn't join that club. I mean, like if I was AEW, I would get Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler fits that team. She fits
them or the ops. Either them or the ops. She can go with either.
Yeah. You can even have her attack here, Mira Safir, okay? Because they're friends in real life.
They have history together too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like they could like if I was AEW, I would definitely go after Shayna. I know Shayna is kind of old for a woman. Sorry, woman, but over 40 is kind of old for a woman.
She can still wrestle.
Yeah.
She can wrestle better than Marina.
I mean, I think you could wrestle better than Marina, and I think I could wrestle better than Marina. Honestly,
I definitely can. I know that for sure.
I think Finbar too. I mean, Shayna's 44 years old, so. And the thing about Marina is that she trained in WWE. Oh, she's so freaking bad. Did they train her at all? Right?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. They thought about this idea of 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen.
Wait, are you still here, or did something happen with me? Hello, Aaron.
Oh no, I'm back. Oh my god.
Oh, that was on your end? That was on your
end?
Yeah,
that was me. My connection slowed down a bit. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I do like that Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné, but I feel like Mercedes Moné is gonna win it. She does have creative control, right? Well, is that really true?
I'm sure she has influence. I don't know if it's full on control, but she probably does have influence.
Because she's been getting.
I wouldn't be surprised either if she has influence.
The thing is, you know how some people call Charlotte Flair, Hogan, Charlotte Hogan, and Becky Hogan. Mercedes Moné is trying to get that too. She's trying to get that rep as Mercedes Hogan too.
We'll see if she loses. If she loses, I'm sure she'll.
Yeah,
that'll kind of stop for now.
Yeah, if she wins, she's gonna get that. She's gonna get that, and I think she's gonna win. She has almost every single title there is in the world. And she is starting. I mean, like, look, Becky. Like, I don't know. To be fair to Becky, she's not in the main title picture. Charlotte is in the tag team title picture, but Mercedes is. I mean, look, it's no denying that Tony Khan has a fascination with Mercedes Moné. Like he's in love with that woman for some reason. Like Britt Baker was a shining toy because Britt Baker, I think, we talked about Britt Baker earlier. I think Tony Khan loved Britt Baker too. And then Mercedes Moné came in. Well, she's his new shiny toy. Remember, because she's been recruiting him since 2023. Remember, she was there at All In England in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So Mercedes Moné is like Eric Bischoff recruiting Hogan to WCW. That's what I think it is. Mercedes Moné is Tony Khan's Hulk Hogan. Yeah, you heard me, guys. And she's particularly not a likable person outside the business. Like her story, she's not the most welcoming person.
Yeah, she doesn't hug fans anymore because fans get.
I understand that.
With her, which
I wouldn't. I wouldn't hug fans either. I mean, that's kind of creepy, especially for a woman. Like, right? Because like you see those fan pics with whatever, just wrestlers, celebrities, whatever, or women. You see where they touch the men, especially the men when they touch them. Like, fuck no, get off. I'll be like, if I was them, I'd be like, get off me. Like, no.
It's funny. It's funny because fans don't do that with Rhea because Buddy's always in the background just watching.
I wouldn't do it, Rhea, because Rhea would probably kick my ass. Right? You see how strong I am? She'll probably give me her riptide if I should just try that. Right? Yep. She'd give me a riptide. Yeah, and you see her husband too? Buddy is jacked as hell. Like, it's creepy. It's really, really creepy. I mean, like, there should be signs saying, please don't touch the wrestlers, don't touch the actors, actresses. It's really, really creepy, man. Really, really creepy. Tony Khan wants to get up on Sasha Banks' guts. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I mean, Tony Storm versus Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné would be a great match. I think it would be a tremendous match.
Well, Finbar, Beast Mordos beat Tony Khan to the punch. So.
Is that her new boyfriend?
Yeah.
What's his name again?
I forgot his real name, but
Beast Mortis?
Beast Mortos.
Beast Mortos?
Mortos. It's a Spanish word.
The guy looks like he's 30 years older than her, man. Oh my God, the guy looks so damn old compared to her. I mean, look, she definitely upgraded from her ex. You see what her ex looked like? Her ex was like...
Yeah.
Her ex used to do costume designs for WWE, right? Her designs for WWE, right? Like
he still does, doesn't he?
Does he? Does he still work there?
I know he was working there not too long ago.
You know what's weird? I have a story to tell you. Like when I was active on Facebook, I friended him because I knew that because I friended some wrestlers. Some wrestlers make their accounts public, right, for people to follow or befriend. So he did, and he accepted because I didn't do anything creepy, but I didn't say anything creepy or anything like that. So he accepted, and I did not know he was with Mercedes Moné's boyfriend or fiance at the time. I found out he was, but I didn't mention anything like that about that, right? One day I was talking about randomly on baseball, right? Baseball. The World Series, 2016 World Series. You know the Cubs, and Cubs played the Indians, right? Cleveland Indians at the time. Yeah. I just commented on that. I mean, I put a status post on Facebook, right, about how the Cubs could win this in extra innings in I think Game 7, and he just, he posted his thoughts, and we just had like a civil conversation on how the Cubs could win this. I'm like, it was so random. I'm like, what? What the hell? Her ex looked gay. I don't know. She got famous, so she decided to move up. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Like, here's the problem. She's not her. What big? Her only major role outside of that wrestling is in Mandalorian, but like it's just a tiny role. Like Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes are getting kind of a bigger role. I mean, but whatever. Her ex looked gay, but yeah, like I didn't know she was dating Beast Mortis. But yeah, like lucky guy, I guess. CEO.
I mean, he is attractive. I'll give
true.
It that.
Who's Tony Storm dating? Oh, it's Juice Robinson, right?
He's been married for like 5 years now.
Who was she with? Tyler Bate at the time at one point?
She was when she was living in the UK and she was on NXT UK. Yeah, she was.
Yeah. And then did Liv Morgan move onto Tyler Bate?
I don't even know if that's true or not.
No. Liv Morgan was with How many supposed to? I don't know. I don't know who the Morgans are now, but it was like supposedly like. I can't believe she. I can't believe she dated Enzo. She dated Enzo.
That's how she got into WWE in the first
I
place.
know, but like Enzo. I know Enzo's the one that got her discovered. Yeah, I know, but like the difference between Enzo and Liv, Enzo could talk, but Liv could do both. Talk and wrestle. Enzo should have never been a wrestler. Should have always been a manager. But his problem is that his attitude was his issues.
Yep.
And I think that definitely hindered Big Cass.
It did. I mean, that's why he left. Because he had heat because of Enzo.
Yeah.
Which wasn't even his fault.
Look at Cass now. No. Look at Cass now. Cass is thriving in AEW. Because I remember after he got released from WWE, he was down on his luck, right? He was like not in a good place, right? But boom, Mila's got not in a good place.
Carmella left him.
Yeah, Carmella left him.
I think he had an alcohol addiction too.
Yeah, I think so.
Didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, Big Cass. I think what got fully got him. What actually was finally the part that got him fired from WWE is when he kicked that midget, that little person, the Bryan Danielson little person, who he was not supposed to. Remember, we kind of went excessive on that. Remember that?
Yeah.
But it would be, yeah. Yeah, man. He was even in the title picture for that who became the vacant champion in the Fatal 4, the one when Kevin Owens became champion. I think he was in that match too. So they clearly saw something in potential in him.
Yeah.
What else is but yeah, what do you think? I hope I'm looking forward to the tag team match, but Bobby Lashley could kill those two guys on his own. Like he doesn't need Shelton Benjamin. Bobby Lashley could kill Mike Bailey and Kevin. He'd be like, I don't need you.
There's a reason why there's weight classes in real combat sports.
Yeah, I know. It's just that like I know in WWE on his way out, he wasn't used like how he thought he should be used. But like you're facing guys with like size of your leg in AEW. I mean, I feel like Bobby Lashley could do better. I just feel like he'd do better, man. He should be a monster.
He could be doing better right now, but he's already doing better than what he was before. So
yeah. He was doing fine. If Vince McMahon was in charge, he was doing good. He was fine. Triple H is the one. When Triple H came in charge, Triple H is the one who kind of put Bobby Lashley in the back burner and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I think
Bobby and Austin Theory are on the back burner now because of Triple H.
Yeah, Austin Theory was rushed too quickly and tried to push. They pushed him too quickly. Also, I think what didn't hurt, but I also think hurt Bobby Lashley in WWE was him trying to convince, like, basically Gunther to be like a Nazi. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, I could see WWE doing something like that. Not specifically saying the guy's a Nazi, but like display some traits of something like that, like a white supremacist or whatever, because wrestling back then wasn't so, PC, right? Like it is now, right? Like it's PC, right? It is PC. Wrestling is kind of PC now. I mean, like, yes, AEW does go over the AEW does tend to be a little bit more non-PC and PC than WWE, but they won't go towards like the racist kind of stuff, like that kind of stuff, right? Like, right? Back then back 30, 20, 40 years ago, they would have done wrestling would have done that. Just that wrestling it's careful now. It's careful now. But yeah, I remember. I don't know if that's the reason why they decided to derail his spot in the company. But clearly that Triple H did when he got in charge. Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory. I mean, look, Austin Theory beat Cena at WrestleMania.
Yep.
And that did nothing for his career. Nothing. Because he's generic as hell. Austin Theory is generic. He's generic. He's just a guy who looks a good looking guy who is good in the ring. That's it. There's nothing about him. Like, I don't like generic wrestlers.
I mean, I want to see him. I want to see him like fully, like with complete freedom. Like that's why I would take Austin Theory if I was Tony Khan and he was available.
Yeah, because in Tony Khan,
because I'm just curious to see what Austin Theory could do on his own with
because in AEW they'll let you have a little bit more creative freedom on your character. Because right, in WWE not so much. All right, it's just sometimes WWE push somebody too fast and it backfires. WWE tends to do that a lot, and this is Austin Theory is just you're pushing him against quickly when he came up against main event talent at the time, like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, even Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley at the time. But I'd be like, build that up. The problem with the WWE is the mid card. Sometimes the mid card is you can move it into the some of the wrestlers in the mid card got put into the main event card, right? If you really think about it, there really is no main event card anymore. There's no mid card anymore. If you really think about it. Because sometimes you'll see a mid carder get put in the main event scene a couple of times, right? You see, like for example, LA Knight. LA Knight a couple of years ago wrestled Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia, right? Yep. LA Knight, right? Sometimes you get Solo Sikoa challenged Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam last year. Solo Sikoa got put in the main event spotlight, but he's a mid carder now because he's the U.S. champion. Sometimes, so I would say there really is no mid card on the men's side anymore. We're back in the other decades before there was a mid card, right? There specifically was a mid card, and sometimes some mid carders would graduate to the next level.
Yep.
We're about to end because it's Raw is almost soon. Let's see what the WWE preview. We're on Raw tonight. Penta is going to take on Seth Rollins tonight. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed. Roxanne Perez versus Kairi Sane. Becky Lynch to address Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Gunther Goldberg contract signing for Saturday night's main event. That's on tap for Raw tonight. And let's hope it's good. Because SmackDown has been shit. Even when we went back to 2 hours. The 2 hour show, I mean, it was taped too. SmackDown was taped. It was still not that good. Even when we went back to 2 hours. But yeah. Hey, Red, where we can find you?
You can find me on Twitter arguing with Enlightened Feces. You can also find me on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. You can find it in the chat. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, guys. So for me, guys, I'll be back Friday with Finbar and Red. We're going to do preview predictions for the very busy wrestling weekend. NXT Battleground, AEW All In, Saturday night's main event, and Evolution. So that's maybe a long stream. Like he wants to do it, Finbar wants to do it before SmackDown. I hope we can finish it before SmackDown. That's the thing.
Okay. I mean, is Finbar in Scotland right now?
Yeah, he's home.
Or Ireland, whichever one. whichever one he lives in.
According to Croc, he's Irish, but okay.
Because wouldn't SmackDown start at like 10 p.m. there?
It's a 5-hour difference. It's a 5-hour difference from my time. 1 a.m. and it must be like 5 p.m. So it must be like an 8. Is it a 5-hour difference? Yeah, it is a 5-hour difference. So, yeah, 8-hour difference between you and Finbar. Yeah, but Finbar's on late all the time. It's on late all the time, right? So you see him gabbing, right? When Tony streams, Finbar's Batman, man. He stays up there the night. He's Batman.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, we'll do it quick. All right. The problem is, I don't know if it's gonna be quick because we're gonna have a lot of laughs.
Definitely,
it's gonna be a lot of laughs.
So it's gonna be on Friday, not Thursday.
Yeah, not Thursday. Okay. Yeah, because of Finbar. Because he's seeing Superman on Friday earlier. That's what we're not doing in the earlier in the afternoon. He's seeing Superman that day. I'm seeing Superman Thursday, but that's my main channel stuff. I'm doing my review for Superman Thursday. Non-spoilers, of course. But yeah. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment.